And time to get to the indictment of the former Cuban President Raúl Castro. We've got our Matt Rivers, who knows the story very well. Matt, the top search on this story is, who is Raúl Castro? What can you tell us?
That's a fair question. If you're not really into Cuba, or you're not really a student of history, maybe you don't know who Raúl Castro is. He's not the current leader right now of Cuba. He's the former president, and perhaps most famously, he's the brother of Fidel Castro, the longtime leader of Cuba, who really was the leader of that revolution back in the 50s. He led that island for a very long time. When he died, his brother Raúl took over, and he was president for a while, a few years there, until he stepped down recently. He's 94 years old at this point, Steph.
And Matt, a lot of people are asking, why was he indicted? A lot of people are searching, why was he indicted, and what does it mean?
Yeah, it's a good question. So basically, this all goes back to something that happened in 1996. There was a group here called Brothers to the Rescue, based out of South Florida. And basically, at that time, there were tens of thousands of Cubans fleeing the island, trying to get to the United States. This group was a humanitarian aid group that would fly these planes all around Cuba, dropping leaflets on the island in a kind of an activist sense, but also looking for Cubans who were on those rafts, trying to help the Coast Guard find these people so they wouldn't end up dying on the rough journey between Cuba and the United States. It was at one of those times that the Cuban military, actually a MiG fighter jet launched by the Cubans, shot down two of those planes that killed 3 Americans in the process. So 30 years later, the Justice Department says they've now got enough evidence to charge Raúl Castro. They say he was ultimately the one responsible for giving that order, and that's why that indictment was unsealed yesterday.
And Matt, where is Raúl Castro right now? And we know he was not the leader of Cuba. He's not the current president, but who is running Cuba right now?
So the current president of Cuba is a guy named Miguel Diaz-Canel, but everybody still thinks that the Castro family, led by Raúl Castro, remains the most influential family on the island. He's 94 years old. Raúl is, we saw him when I was in Cuba a few weeks ago at this parade that they held in public in front of the U.S. Embassy on May 1st. He's definitely slowing down. He's older, but the Castro family, with Raúl at its head, still remains incredibly influential in terms of the day-to-day goings-on inside the government there.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. Appreciate your time.